This is Susan Bassi, and on my way back from a town hall meeting where I gave public comment about Private Judge Blum, I ran into this police encounter at the Chevron station on Blossom Hill Road. And I'll let you decide how this all went, and I'll also show you exactly what happened and what I said in the public meeting about Private Judge Blum and what I have seen him do in the course of my reporting.
Hi, officer.
How you doing, man?
Good. Can I get your names and badge numbers?
Officer Martin, 117.
Thank you. Officer Martin,
Yup.
you did that great. You get an A+ on that, Officer Martin.
Star?
Yes, you do. This officer didn't identify, though. Who is this? Who was that officer? Who was it? My name's Susan Bassi.
Where's your dog?
In the car. I was just coming from the public meeting, giving a little rousing statement about Private Judge Blum. Were you in
What's going on with that?
Were you in the picture on Halloween with her?
No, I was off on Halloween.
Oh, you were?
Mhm.
Did you see the officers?
Well, actually, no, I was working Halloween.
But not at the Tate Street.
I was there for a little bit.
You didn't take a picture with Puppy? I thought you did.
No,
Maybe not.
not
Okay.
me. But I'll
Anyway.
tell you what, I'm going to get out of here.
What?
I'm going to get out of here. It's cold.
I was wearing my down coat till I saw you guys. I
Where's
didn't
your
know
coat?
what that. It's in the car with the
It's gonna get
dog.
cold. It's cold and flu
Who was
season.
that officer?
It was Officer Blay.
Blay?
Brule. He gave you his badge number.
It was Burley?
No, it wasn't Burley.
He didn't give me his badge number.
Well, you got headphones and you can't hear me.
I can hear just fine. You gave it. You did a great job. He did not. And he burned
I
out
think-
of here like he was going after.
No, we're going on a call right now.
Okay, good. I don't want to hold you up.
Sorry. Hey, you have a great night.
You too.
Put a coat on.
You like my boots? It's going to rain. How do you like those?
They're not my style.
What? Blue Ugg rain boots? Come on.
Are they fur lined?
Of course.
All right. Hey, you have a nice night. Hey,
You too. Thank
get
you.
warm.
Nice to meet you.
A week earlier, we had finally obtained the records related to Private Judge, Code Enforcement Officer, and Town Commissioner Jeffrey Blum. And in those records, there were a number of irregularities, and I asked for a meeting with the police chief, the town manager, and the town attorney. And this was the response I got after making that request when I went back to the town hall and spoke with the clerk.
Hi, how are you? I'm good. Hi, Kara. I just want to document, first of all, I missed the trick-or-treat thing, which I always love to go to, but I just want to document that after I was here and after I found out information, I have asked to make a complaint to the city attorney and to the police chief and the city manager, and I have not had a response back. I am addressing some issues related to Mr. Blum and what I believe to be criminal threats, and I want to get that reported and on the record.
If it's a criminal,
I've already gone to the police, but there is going to be overlap to administrative issues, and I have sent something to the town clerk. I don't know, Kira, if you got that this morning.
if I'm not mistaken, Miss Bassi, right?
Yes.
Yes, I actually just responded to your email letting you know about that process, and I can certainly help you out right
Okay,
now.
can you tell me what the process is?
Yeah, absolutely. So in accordance with our town, policy number, so this is 219, and I can hand this to you.
Okay.
So this is if you wanted to make a complaint regarding any commissioner, specifically what that process looks like here. So these are your procedures. And it looks like you did include some information in your email, requesting that.
I did.
And so I'm wondering, can I go ahead and take in that email as your complaint, or would you like to make?
I will file it separately. I believe that the police chief and the town attorney not meeting with me to hear other things that will not be in the complaint are a problem. And there appears to be some First Amendment retaliation, which involves Mr. Blum and my coverage of the code enforcement hearing related to Ms. Hogan. And I am highly concerned about that. I'm highly concerned about the risk that poses in the community. It's a very volatile local issue. And if Mr. Blum was involved in wrongdoing while he was her code enforcement hearing officer, and I have emails and records that indicate that he was, then that needs to be addressed not just through a civil complaint, which I will write up, but I believe there's some criminal, and I am tired of being threatened for doing my job. And immediately after I found out that Mr. Blum and Mr. Dresser did not have business licenses, as they were doing private judging and acting as attorneys in the community, I went and did my job to get comment from Mr. Blum, and I have been threatened. And so I don't want to be threatened with lawsuits, and I don't want to be threatened with criminal acts, which is what he did, because I went to his house to ask for public comment. He is a public figure in the sense of his appointments. He also acted as the code enforcement hearing officer, which he knew I was actively reporting on. And he also was found to have been compromised in that proceeding. So that's some First Amendment retaliation that's really concerning, with combined with the delays in records requests, is really a problem. So I will resend that. I did redact the names that I wanted from that one email. I don't have any problems with Mr. Blum's cease and desist letter being public or the other documents. So all 3 documents that I sent you could be public records. You could designate them investigative, but I'm going to want those to be public records. Okay? Okay, thank you.
Can I ask what your dog's name is?
It's just Puppy.
Just Puppy? Oh my gosh. He or she?
It's a she. Thank you for asking.
Cute.
All right, let's go, Bubba. You're done. You're out.
The first one is Susan Bassi.
Good evening. My name is Susan Bassi. I'm a 15-year Los Gatos resident, a publisher, and an investigative journalist. I have been doing public records requests to this town for at least 5 to 7 years. And the response and the handling of public records from the town has been appalling. This town has been sued under NYMARC and lost that lawsuit related to public records before. This town had their police department entangled in a public corruption case involving Judge Dancer, and this town is being complicit with the culture that continues to appear to be ongoing. I filed a complaint against Commissioner Jeffrey Blum, who sat in a code enforcement hearing involving a controversial resident, Lindley Hogan. I observed that hearing. I communicated with Mr. Blum afterwards. I wasn't aware that he was a private judge residing in Los Gatos when he acted as both a commissioner and as a code enforcement hearing officer. In the process of speaking with Mr. Blum, he told me that he read the lawsuit involving 2 of our town council members, Ms. Risto, you're one of them, and also involving Mr. Fago, who just recently spoke. I emailed with Mr. Fago, and in that lawsuit, he filed a declaration saying that Democracy Tent was a nonprofit, and he later told me that it was not. That is filing a false document in the court, and that is a crime. Our police do not seem interested in investigating such crimes. Mr. Blum's 700 forms display that he receives anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 a year in income as he sits as a commissioner. And in the portion where it says the person paying the income, which everybody, including our sitting public court judges, disclose, Mr. Blum wrote the word redacted, denying the public the right to know who was paying him income as he sat as a commissioner. For all of those of you who are subject to a 700 form, you should understand the severity of such issue. That is also a criminal issue that our police department needs to investigate. Mr. Blum also inserted himself into the lawsuit while acting as a code enforcement hearing officer, holding out his title as a town commissioner, a private judge, promoting his own business, and that is also problematic because he had no right to insert himself in a lawsuit that the taxpayers were paying for. I filed a complaint after asking for a meeting with the police chief, the town attorney, and the town manager, and they told me to file a complaint. I asked that complaint to be part of this public record, and I was told because it wasn't on the agenda, they would not include it. I want that complaint to be public, I want the process to be public, and I want your investigation to be public because mine is going to be. So it's time this town start paying attention to the little things that result in public corruption. Thank you.
Thank you.
And after the meeting, Mr. Fago approached me and wanted to discuss my comments and what I would be reporting on.
Then reached out to Ms. Hogan in an attempt to mediate it. I saw the email. He's not allowed to do that. But your name was all over those records related to her code enforcement. I'll be out in a minute. I'm doing something right now.
And if they are justified by local conditions, primarily that affect public health, safety.
Would you like to go out in the front? Let's go out the front because it's a little bit lighter out there.
Take a rose.
I'm going to want a copy of that letter that they sent you.
No, I don't want to.
It's a public record. I'll get it. Thank you. So, I mean,
Because it's dismissed, I was told that I don't need to take any further action. But
who told you
if there's
that?
that confusion.
Who told you that?
A friend of mine who had been through the court system.
An
That
attorney?
once- No, he's not an attorney.
So, you took the advice of someone who's not an attorney about filing
Had
court
been
documents?
through a case and the case was dismissed, and he was told he didn't have to file anything further relevant to that case. And he told me that.
The point is that at the time before the case was being considered to be dismissed on the SLAP or whatever it is that they filed, and I'd have to look at the court documents in front of me, the point is that you filed your only response and you claimed in it that Democracy Tent was a nonprofit. So as a journalist who knows how to read court files, I read that. I then spent a
This is the fourth
tremendous
time you're
amount.
telling me the same
Okay.
thing. So,
Well,
and I've already given you my response.
okay, so if you just want your response to be that you corrected it after the case was dismissed, then,
It can't be corrected after the case is dismissed, no action can be taken.
but you
That's what I was
understand that a dismissal relies on all the court pleadings, which means that they relied on you saying it was a nonprofit. It may not have mattered one way or another, but the fact is that we do give certain consideration and tax exemptions to nonprofits and certain credibility to groups that have nonprofits, and you made that statement in a court document. I know you didn't have legal counsel in it when you wrote it, but that you did make that statement, and so you then filed it in the court. And when you make that much, that's not a little mistake. That's, you knew it wasn't a nonprofit when you filed that.
You have my answer.
Thank you.
The lawsuit filed against 2 city council members and Mr. Fagot, filed by Ms. Hogan, was before Judge Roberta Hayashi. And according to our sources on our WomenSV investigation, Judge Hayashi, who was a family court judge and who appointed a number of private judges and minors counsel, was also a Los Gatos resident, giving the appearance that this was all too cozy of a relationship trying to kill a lawsuit against local town officials that the taxpayers paid to defend.
Hi, I'm Roberta Hayashi, a judge of the Santa Clara County Superior Court and lifelong resident of Santa Clara County.